Today I'm flying on Spirit Airlines with the Go Big seat right in the front. And this seat comes with a personal item, a carry-on, a check bag, and a bunch of other things, all inclusive for one price. So today we're going to rate this and see if it's worth flying Go Big for a short flight or a long-term flight as well. This video is going to be a banger. So right now, please like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into the video. Today I flew out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I gave myself just enough time to get into the airport and through security. It took me about, I'd say, 15 minutes total to get through security and get to the plane train, and then maybe an extra 5 minutes to actually get to my gate. So I made it to the gate as they were boarding. I did miss my priority boarding, but I did still make it on time enough to get my seat and not have any hassles. All right, we've made it to the D terminal. I'm gate D4, D as in David, number 4. I think I made it. I don't even think Spirit has started boarding yet. 47 minutes before departure. I believe they may start boarding 30 minutes before. So I think I got about 15 minutes, which is good because I got early boarding to show you guys, you know, how it looks on the big front seats without everybody being there. Looks like Atlanta is definitely doing some renovations to D, the D terminal. So that's exciting. It looks good. It looks new. I know some of these other terminals were looking old, so it's good to see that Atlanta is improving these things. My flight from Atlanta goes to Fort Lauderdale today. It departs at 7:47 a.m. So you typically want to give yourself about 45 to 30 minutes prior to boarding to actually be there. It should arrive right before 10 a.m. and I'm flying into the North Terminal, Gate D4 over here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you have a connection or you are flying out of Atlanta in the next couple months, you'll notice that the north side has a bunch of renovations happening, which are good. On the north side, it was very old, but it is getting renovated, as you can see here in this video. And I'm sure as time goes on, it'll get a lot better looking. Comment down below if you've ever been to the Chicken Bar. This is Atlanta native and global icon Ludacris. This is one of his franchises that he owns. Let me know down below if you've ever been there and if you enjoy the food. I've heard really good things about this place. I haven't been there myself yet, but one of these days, if I'm not in a lounge, I'll definitely make my trip over there. And as you can see, guys, I'm arriving. D4 is already boarding. I'm a little bit late because I was priority group 1, but I still made it on time, so the gate did not close in front of me. Here's some advertisement in the jet bridge for Spirit Airlines. And one thing I will say is I'm really excited to try out that Wi-Fi. I have not tried the Wi-Fi yet for Spirit, and Spirit claims it is the fastest Wi-Fi in the air. And by now, you know, I always got to give the plane a love tap. It's good luck. Let's get on this flight. On this flight, I'm sitting in seat 1F on an Airbus A321. So it is a very new plane. Spirit has one of the youngest fleets in the air. One of the first things I noticed was the amount of legroom that I had versus any other Spirit I've ever taken. And as the brochure says, I'm flying on an Airbus 321 Neo. So I'm very excited to get this flight going. And here's the beautiful big front seat with Spirit. Definitely gives you that Delta first class vibe. I think I'm going to really enjoy this flight, and the seats so far look very comfortable. I did look very quickly at the armrest to kind of see what was inside of there, and it looks like it's a tray table, so I'm very excited that it gives me some much needed space for when I have my beverages and my food. This is a flight that I'm taking in the morning, and the sun has just started to rise. So here's a quick peep outside that window. Let me know down below if you are an aisle, a middle, or a window person. I'm a window person. For all my people who love the safety information cards, here it is for you on the A321 Neo with Spirit Airlines. You can pause it if you'd like to. Take a look at it. And this is what I was looking forward to, the beverage and snacks menu, all the prices here. Comment down below if you think you know me and you know what I'm going to get as far as a snack or a beverage. If the winner gets this correctly, I may just give you a gift. Comment down below. Here are all of the destinations that Spirit Airlines currently goes to in and out of the States. Now let's go over some of the things that the Spirit Airlines Go Big seat offers. The Go Big seat includes a personal item, carry-on bag, check bag, seat selection, flight change or cancellation, snacks, priority boarding, Wi-Fi, short care security, and also priority check-in. And for all of this, I only paid $126. This same flight to Fort Lauderdale from Atlanta on Delta was about $350. As always, if you'd like to keep up with my travels and other posts, please make sure you follow me on Instagram. My username is @the I do travel gifts, travel memes, travel hacks, and also bring you some experiences and behind the scenes content when I'm actually doing my vlogs in real time. The pilot is about to give his briefing for us passengers before takeoff, so let's hear what he says as far as weather and the ride.
Light winds, partly cloudy skies. Thanks for flying with us today. Talk to you again in the air.
Smooth ride. Let's get it. The prices of the snacks that you see on my screen right now are complimentary for me because I did purchase a Go Fly flight. Please keep in mind, if you do not purchase a Go Big seat, you can still purchase these snacks and drinks individually. It is exactly 7:47 in the morning and we are pushing back. Spirit Airlines does not mess around. They want to get that first flight out on time, every time. And as we were pushing back, another Spirit Airlines plane was coming in. It was a beautiful sight. I had to show you guys. I love aviation. Comment down below if you love aviation as well. And I love that Spirit yellow. Spirit is one of my favorite U.S. airlines. For me, I love sunrise takeoffs and sunset takeoffs. It is such a beautiful thing to see. So you know I got you guys some good footage. We are on runway 27R and we are about to take off. This is such a beautiful takeoff. Oh my goodness. There's nothing like an early morning takeoff, I promise you. Every time I take off, I look just like this, staring out the window, just thinking of how blessed I am and how amazing this technology is to be able to fly in the air. Looks like we have reached at least 15,000 feet, so it is time for me to go ahead, get this Wi-Fi turned on, and do this speed test for you guys to see if it is really just the fastest internet in the air. So far, not too bad. The Wi-Fi seems to be a little slow, but I'm going to do a speed test when we actually get up in the air at cruise altitude to see how fast or slow it is. Alright, so it is speed test time. I don't know why it's in Amazon, but I am connected to the Spirit Wi-Fi. I put my code in. Now, there was a little bit of a lag to kind of get the test going, but it is going to come up very shortly, and here it goes. Now, the download speeds were very good. Very good. I'd say on an average of about 140 megabits per second, so I was really impressed with that, and that is very fast to be in the air, flying at hundreds of miles per hour. And then the upload speeds were very low. I'd say on average of about 1 megabits per second, but I really didn't have many issues watching videos. Uploading was a little different, but watching videos typically uses download speed, so I think I was okay. While doing my Wi-Fi speed test, I was greeted by the flight attendant for some snacks that were complimentary, so I got me a popcorn and some other things as well. As you can see here, I got me 2 Jack Daniels, some water, which is Dasani, which I'm not too thrilled about, and some kettle corn. Very excited about the Jack Daniels and the kettle corn. The flight attendant said I could have as many as I wanted. Obviously, you don't want to look intoxicated or be intoxicated, which was definitely mentioned to me. So as long as I was alive and looking good, she was willing to give me as many as I could, which is great. So for me, a little bumpy. It's a little bit. And as I was trying to record for you guys here, as you can see, the flight got really bumpy. We had a little quick bumpy patch, I'd say for about a minute or two. It quickly phased out. It's a part of flying, it's a part of going through the clouds, and it's part of getting through the cruising altitude. So no worries here. The tray table on the big front seats are pretty big, at least for Spirit, contrary to the ones in the back. So you definitely have a bunch of more space to use for your beverages, your snacks, and to really just, maybe have your phone sitting there. So not bad for the space for the tray table. I did message my brother here, just letting him know that I'll be in Fort Lauderdale for the weekend. I just wanted to do a Spirit Airlines Wi-Fi test, and it immediately sent to him, and he replied back, so that was pretty cool to see. And you guys know I'm an Eagles fan. We won the Super Bowl eventually after I recorded this video, so I was watching some Eagles hype videos, getting ready for the game that was to come the next week. I also took a moment to watch my own videos, and the person next to me wanted to actually see my videos. She subscribed to me, so thank you so much for subscribing. So I took that chance to show her my videos, and also during this time, just see how good the Wi-Fi is watching it on YouTube, and I had no lag. It's really good. Cheers so far to a successful flight and no lag on the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is really good. And also cheers for the weather, because the weather in Atlanta was very cold. I'm going to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. It's gonna be nice and warm. And you could recognize that howdy from anywhere in the air. You know when you see howdy, that is Spirit Airlines. So howdy, and thanks for a great flight so far.
Points. These are points you can use towards future travel. as soon as tomorrow. And we're going to play this game right now. So for those of you that don't have your tray table out, pull out your tray table. There should be a little sticker on one of those tray tables that says you're sitting in the lucky seat. If you're that person, reach up above, hit your flight attendant call button.
I'm not sitting in the lucky seat.
That's the little round button that turns blue.
Unfortunately. I'm in the big front seat.
No, I figured it.
Spirit typically plays a game in the air to go under your tray table or seat to get miles and points. I was in the big front seat, so I doubt I was in the lucky seat, which I clearly wasn't in this video here. And we are starting our initial descent for this quick Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale flight early in the morning. It was a very smooth flight for the most part.
So this flight has been great, and the flight attendants are very nice. Shout out to Susie, who is the head flight attendant. She has been amazing, very friendly, very entertaining. Absolutely love it. I think Spirit gets a bad rep sometimes. There's nothing like the Spirit. It's reasonably priced, gets you to where you need, and it's safe. It's very safe.
Again, one thing that amazes me about aviation is that how we were able as people to figure out how to fly quickly to our destinations and to see a scene that is so beautiful, all these clouds and those blue skies. At this point, we are descending and you can actually see the highways and the streets getting very close, and we're actually going through the clouds. And again, landing and takeoff are one of my two most favorite things. A part of the whole flying experience, but landing and taking off and seeing the world above or seeing the world below is such a beautiful sight. All right, now get ready. It's time for landing. Check it out. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, everybody. Thanks for traveling along with me. Fort Lauderdale is a Spirit Airlines hub, so you'll see a lot of Spirit Airlines flights in my videos. I love flying into Fort Lauderdale. I actually favor flying into Fort Lauderdale than flying into Miami. It's a lot less hectic, and I think the airport is just much easier to maneuver. All right, so let's talk about Spirit. First things first, let's get into it. So as you heard me say, 100% the Go Big seat is worth it as long as you are booking a seat that is reasonably priced. If you want to price it reasonably, I would suggest maybe comparing it to maybe a Delta or United first class seat. Again, this flight was about $130 after taxes and fees versus the same flight on Delta was $350, and the only thing you were missing was some outlets and a seat that reclined with an entertainment system. You can take care of all of that yourself with your own portable charger, your own cell phone, and the seats are reclined automatically a little bit on the Spirit Go Big seat, so all of that is deaded. You can really take care of that all yourself. All right, so let's talk about Spirit. So first things first, the customer service was amazing. 5 out of 5 if you're asking me. The seats were very comfortable. The only thing is the seats did not recline, but they were, I think in my opinion, reclined enough that they were perfectly fine. I didn't feel like I was bunched up or anything like that, so that was beautiful. No outlets on the seats. Susie, again, the head flight attendant was amazing. The young lady that sat next to me was amazing as well. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for acknowledging me and letting me vlog next to you. So the customer service was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. Spirit was very friendly with their people today. Spirit gets a bad rep, so that was dope. The seats were very comfortable up front. Again, I spent about $120 to $130 on these seats. So as far as I'm concerned, yes, I'm sure you can probably spend 30 or 40 bucks for a regular seat and still get there just as safe. But in my opinion, yeah, Go Big is worth it. It's worth it if you have the right flight crew. It's worth it if you want to be a little bit more comfortable, you want to know where you're sitting, you know you're going to have snacks and a drink. Definitely worth it. I'm not against it at all. It's definitely worth it. So, is the Spirit Go Big package still worth it? Yes. As long as it's not unreasonably priced and you're getting all the bang for your buck and you're using it all, of course. Definitely worth it. Maestro approved for sure. On a more serious note, we had a lot of tragedy this week in the aviation industry with 2 plane crashes, one in Washington, D.C. and one in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I wanted to sincerely give my thoughts and prayers to the families who were involved and Even if you were mentally affected by this, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. And again, this video is dedicated to anyone who experienced any type of mental, physical, or emotional damage due to the situations we've had in aviation this year. My condolences goes out to the family and loved ones of anyone who was impacted. I do these videos to entertain, to put a smile, and to distract you sometimes from the things that we go through in the real world. So thank you for allowing me to do that and watching this video this far. Please comment down below if you have any words of encouragement for anyone who has been affected from these tragedies. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Be safe. And most importantly, continue to travel, live life, and tell your loved ones you love them. I'll see you soon.